Bueno, os pongo aquí en situación. Este tipo me ha preguntado... Bueno, empiezo desde el principio, va. Le prometió a su mujer que cogería una perla negra de Skellige. Por lo visto no es una perla muy común, sino todo lo contrario. Volvió de una guerra, no se la trajo, volvió de otra guerra, no se la trajo. Y al final pues el hombre está ya un poco mayor, ¿vale? Entonces, dice que quiere ir a Skellige a conseguir la perla. Bien, ¿por qué me interesa eso? Porque ahí hay una misión que tengo que hacer. Bueno, hay un par, me imagino que habrá más, pero es la del herrero y es para nivel 24. Entonces, yo con llegar allí y marcar me vale. A no ser que el requisito de esta misión sea desorbitado, que ahora lo veré.
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Ah, pero que no me llevas.
Your waist like everyone else.
Una perla negra, pues entonces a ver. Hostia, ¿y esto no lo he terminado? Si lo tengo todo hecho. ¿Será como búsqueda de tesoro? Esta la tengo que hacer. No la veo, ¿por qué? Ah, sí, aquí está. Nivel recomendado 13. Bueno, pues igual sí que la hago. Voy a ver primero a la soñadora. A ver qué me cuenta Corín. Me gusta ese nombre, Corín. Mira, estos se están repartiendo hostias aquí. Bueno, tengo que decir que en casi todos los juegos las tabernas y tal suelen ser los lugares así más animados y todo el rollo. Pero las que yo más recuerdo así son las del Dragon Age, las de Skyrim, Oblivion y tal. Y tengo que decir que esta es la que mejor ambiente le veo. Más acorde con lo que había en aquella época, quiero decir. No sé, me parece bastante logrado. Bueno, a todos los que me habéis preguntado de lo que me parece el juego me parece una pasada, Me están absorbiendo las misiones de una manera bastante importante. Gráficamente me parece muy bueno. No entiendo algunas quejas que he leído por ahí sobre qué. Es decir, cierto es que yo la versión de consola no la he visto. No sé si hay algún bajón respecto a esto que... Sí que os tengo que decir que no hagáis caso a los vídeos, porque los vídeos pierden mucha calidad con respecto a lo que yo estoy viendo, En serio. Ahí no bromeo. Pero sí, yo bueno, ya haré un análisis más adelante, porque yo pienso que todavía no he visto ni la punta del iceberg de lo que puedo hacer con Geralt. Estoy muy verde todavía. Pero, vamos, que a mí me parece un juego buenísimo. Muy grande. O sea, no me refiero a tamaño, sino que me parece un juego excelente. Corintilli. Bueno, y las chicas están muy bien. ¿Para qué negarlo? Eso siempre le dan punto.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
¿Estuvo a mi lado cuando morí? ¿Cómo está eso? Quiero saber esto.
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
No entiendo eso de que morí. Estaba mal herido y los curó. Murieron y lo resucitó. Venga, va. Más información.
Yes, there's something else.
All right. Tell me no more than you wish to.
Va, que lo cuente todo y así me entero yo también.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Sí, por supuesto. ¡No! ¡Mierda!
No. Let's continue.
Cago en la puta.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Jaskier. Como no sé quién es Jaskier, pero bueno, estas dos no la han encontrado, así que optaré por esta opción. Y a lo mejor estoy cometiendo un error de bulto, pero bueno, es lo que hay.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Una golondrina. ¿Qué ha pasado?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
¿Alguien le dejó un testamento del romero y tomillo?
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Veamos.
For a voyage through those waters.
A ver, la salida, por favor. Aquí.
Why'd your hair go white?
Veamos dónde está ese burdel. Vale, cruzando el puente, bordeando el puente y al final. Me parece bastante vivo, ¿eh? O al menos a mí me lo parece. Yeah, no vas con tanta prisa.
Freak! The dungeon, that's where you belong.
Why does he need two swords? Does he tend to lose them?
Dice, ¿por qué necesita dos espadas? Es que pierdo muchas. La verdad es que el sentido del humor está está muy bien aquí, ¿eh? Meretriz.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! Mutant! Poverty!
Mutante. Me cago en Dios.
I never come back, you stinking stagges! Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth!
Eso es algo parecido a lo que le he dicho antes al otro con la espada.
Just in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all
Venga,
out.
va, ¿por qué no?
Care to join me?
With pleasure.
No sería justo 4 contra un enano.
We can't kill him!
Uno menos. Ah, no, espera, que todavía quiere más.
Reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah, it's like we never left Bergen.
Pam, pam, pam. Fuera, Chusma.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
¿Jaskier ha muerto?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Yo que pensaba venir aquí en plan Mender y encontrarme con un casino y furtias. Cago en 10.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Ay, señora, ¿qué ha sonado eso?
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Seems Dandelion's taking the tavern business seriously.
If you only knew. Gives it everything. Not seen him this obsessed ever. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Hombre, descartar una pista así, no sé. Me parece un poco necio.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
De la agenda de Jaskier. Vamos a ver qué pone en la agenda. Rosa Baratrek. Ah, y les dedica un poema y todo. Bueno. Al encaje y la seda está acostumbrada, pero se olvida al ser por la lujuria abrazada. Golosona. Véspula, ¿eso es un nombre en serio? Aunque de apariencia tímida, nunca teme ningún lance y me deshago cuando suelta. ¿Siempre lo has tenido tan grande? Las otras... Bien, así tengo que visitar a cuatro mujercillas, a ver. Bueno, va, me voy a dejar guiar por el marcador. A ver, un momento. Ese es el punto intermedio. Ah, pues no, eran 5. No, 4. No, una pelea, tío.
I will get you every last copper. With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining
Algo mejor,
armor?
chico.
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
200, sí, bueno, si voy a tener que ir pagando a cada uno de los que me encuentro por ahí, vamos, me meto en la ruina, pero ya. Quita, quita. Pelea.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
A ver. Esto quiero saberlo.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women...
Sí, claro.
So, he picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him. What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely.
Rabir.
Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter if they're one and the same.
Me parto con estos diálogos.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Un falso y una víbora, pero cuando pueda que venga a verme. Bien, 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 bien. Desde luego. Qué chica. Perdón.
Welcome, welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Chico, tienes tanto rímel en los ojos que parece que te han pegado una hostia.
Any better? Elial.
Qué grande, tío.
Did you and
Me encanta.
Dandelion? I mean, how did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Hombre, que claro, quiero detalles.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily,
Encantador.
Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently,
Hostia.
burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Qué hijos de puta.
What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Come pollas es un insulto que le viene grande a Radovid. No llegue ni a rata.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a
Bueno,
witcher all the time.
yo no diría eso.
I managed to stay interested. Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Bien, parece que se agotaron las líneas de diálogo.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Interesante este Eligal.
Your brother stayed in Temeria.
Un punto disponible. Bien, 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 bien. Oh, ya puedo asignar aquí algo más. Vale. Sí, he estado empezando a invertir en alquimia. Creo que esto me interesa. No tengo ningún mutágeno amarillo. ¿Son verdes, rojos, azules? Más que nada porque necesito un amarillo para esta rama. Pero se ve que son complicados de conseguir. Bueno. En cualquier caso. Veamos quién es él o la siguiente. Molly. Marabella. A ver, a ver.
Best not cause any trouble at the inn.
The corpse-like you
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
No hace mucho maté a uno como a ti, ¿sabes? Uno como tú, sí.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Brooksay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
Que te follen.
My man carries his pitchfork like you, on his back. I say you're both daft.
¿Por qué gritan? Están locos.
Dean.
Y la gente está muy loca. Aquí hay un tablón de anuncios. ¿Y un viaje rápido?